Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Batman Classic TV Series 1966 Adam West TV show Two-Face. Although Two-Face wasn't actually in the TV show, this guy's based off the Batman 1966 comic. He was also in an animated film and voiced by William Shatner of all people. I ordered this figure from the CMD store. It's a Canadian website. They've got a lot of the newest multiverse and retro 66 figures in stock right now, ready to go. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, DC, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, Batman 66. That's the comic logo, not the TV show. Here he is in the package. They're actually giving them accessories now. We have a coin here, not the action bubble effects, which are cool, but I definitely prefer accessories. And then there's Two-Face. Pretty traditional looking Two-Face. I love it. On the back side, here's Two-Face. Here's an image from the comic. And here's his barcode, in case that helps anybody. So with no further ado, let's open him up. And yes, I did get the entire wave from that website. King Tut and Batman from the TV show, and Two-Face from the 66 comic. Alright, now that this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He comes with a life-size coin, with a good side and a scarred side. But before I take a look at that, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is Two-Face from the 1966 Batman comic. Two-Face was never in the show. I believe they toyed with the idea, but thought he was too gruesome for the show. The show was quite lighthearted. There was an animated film with Two-Face, voiced by William Shatner, and he was also in the comic series. I love that they're making figures from the comics. They're going to be able to expand on the 66 universe. So let's take a look at him. Starting with his face here, kind of gives me a Tommy Lee Jones vibe. That straight line down the middle. The good side of his face. Bad side of his face. Sculpting is very nice on the scarred side. Going further down, he's got that sort of purple or maroon side, orange and white shirt, black side on the other side. Single jointed elbow, single jointed knee. Looks like maybe we got a little bit of texture going on the bad side. It's a really good looking figure. Very pleased with what I'm seeing. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Scarred side looks excellent. And honestly, other side looks pretty good too. Now for his accessory. It's a coin. Life-size coin. Freedom, 1939. It's got the good side here, and then it's got the scarred side on the back. Not only is it cool for your figure, but you can put in your pocket and flip in real life. And Two-Face here can actually hold the coin, although it is ridiculously oversized for him. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, he's standing right about 6.0 inches tall, which can translate to about 15 centimeters. And now for his articulation. Start with his head here. You can simply rotate from side to side. You can wiggle a little bit, but you're not really going to get much out of that. Forward and back, not much either. Shoulders, ball joint, goes out a little bit less than 90 degrees. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He's got a single jointed elbow, about a 90-degree bend with rotation. His wrist can rotate from side to side. Torso is one solid piece. Got traditional waist swivel below that. Legs, old school style hips. They go forward about that far, back about that much. He's got single jointed knee, goes in about 90 degrees with rotation. And that is about it on the articulation front. Here are all of the retro McFarlane Batman rogues in the Villains Lair. There's currently 8 of them. I would love to see Bookworm, Mad Hatter, and Killer Moth made from the TV show. And then Bane and a bunch of other ones from the comics. Since they're using the comics, the animated movies, and the TV show, they can really dig in deep to this universe. Now let's check them out next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Two-Face figures. Here he is, next to all of my DC Direct and DC Collectibles Two-Face figures. And here he is, next to a couple of Mezco 112 Collective Two-Face figures. Then, next to a Soap Studios Two-Face. And now, next to a Mix Max Two-Face figure. Here he is, next to a bunch of Mattel Two-Face figures. Then, with the Mafex Two-Face figure. Then, next to a couple of smaller, older Kenner Two-Face figures. Here are all of my Two-Face figures. I believe I have most of them in the 6 and 7 inch scale. The one that I would like the most that's missing is the Mattel DC Superheroes black and white Two-Face. Here he is, next to a few different Harvey Dent figures by both Mafex and Mattel. Here's Two-Face, next to an older Toy Biz Marvel Legends White Queen and Black Queen. These are my substitutes for Sugar and Spice. A couple of Two-Face henchmen or girlfriends from Batman Forever. Then, next to some newer Hasbro Marvel Legends updated versions. Sugar and Spice. Everything nice. Then, next to a couple of Mattel wrestling figures. I believe his name is Christian. The fact that one's dressed in white, one's dressed in black, thought they would make for some good Two-Face thugs, some twins working for him. Here's Two-Face, next to both the Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling Matt Hardy. They're both in sort of straitjackets. One's in a white outfit, one's in a darker outfit. Once again, great for Two-Face thugs or henchmen. And now, here he is next to a couple of Jazzwares, AEW, Dustin Rhodes figures. First of all, the guy's face makeup looks like Two-Face or a Two-Face thug, and then there are two different colors of them. Perfect for Two-Face henchmen. I even have the bloodied variant of Dustin Rhodes. Great for a beat-up Two-Face henchman. And finally, next to a couple of the Matrix twins. These are from Matrix Reloaded. Twins. Perfect for Two-Face henchmen. Now check them out. Next to some other McFarlane 1966 Batman figures. Here's his entire wave. King Tut, Two-Face, and Radioactive Batman. And here he is with the previous wave. Egghead, and the black and white Riddler and Robin. And the wave before that contained Mr. Freeze and the black and white Batman and Joker. Before that, they gave us an Alfred as Batman figure. And before that, they released the McFarlane Retro Lunchbox 4-pack. Here are all the villains McFarlane has made in the 1966 Retro line. Mr. Freeze, King Tut, Egghead, Two-Face, Joker, Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman. We're not aware of any upcoming villains, but I hope they give us Bookworm, Mad Hatter, and Killer Moth from the TV show. They could also give us some figures from the comics, such as Bane. Here's Two-Face. Next, McFarlane's 4 traditional villains from the 66 TV show and movie. Then, with Mattel's versions of the same 4 villains. Here's Two-Face. Next, McFarlane's traditional Batman and Robin. Then, next to Mattel's version of Batman, Robin, and Batgirl. Here's the entire McFarlane 1966 Batman TV series line. We have a ton of figures, ton of characters, and even more variants. Really liking the line, really liking the new additions to the roster. Can't wait to see what's next. I believe the next wave is going to be a comic Batgirl and a new variant of Batman and Robin. Really wondering what's coming up next after that, though. Personally, I would love to see Bookworm and Killer Moth from the TV show. Now let's check them out. Next to some action figures from different various companies, so you can see how it fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want no lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane 1966 Retro Batman TV series figure, he's on the smaller end of what I collect, 6 inch scale. I'm going to start with my comparisons with some of the smaller action figure lines I collect. They work way larger. Here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. Here's Two-Face, next to an oven mitt. Then, next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, next to some Mafex figures. Then, next to some Mattel, DC Universe Classics, and Multiverse figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 112 collected figures. And now, next to some Jazzwares AEW wrestlers. Then, next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is, standing with some NECA figures. Then, with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here he is, with some other McFarlane toys. These are 7 inch scale, he's 6 inch scale, but they're still McFarlane brothers. And here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. And finally, next to some Jakks Pacific wrestling figures. So overall, he's a very nice figure. The accessory is pretty cool, although useless for the actual figure. His sculpt and paint job are excellent. That scar side of the face just looks great. Articulation, kind of limited, but consistent with the rest of the 66 line. If I had to rate this guy, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. If only he was 7-inch scale, he would easily get an 8 or 8.5 out of 10. This Two-Face figure does look great. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.